Hey everybody, just wanted to let you know that I keep having these nightmares where I keep losing my son. I keep losing my son, my late son, the one that's in heaven, Nick. And it's like a recurring dream constantly all the time. Like I'll be running around and I'll be asking people, where's my Nick? Like the last one that I just had this one. Like we were at some people's house and Nick had tied himself up from the foot up to like his hair or his clothes or whatever, and it was a string, and he wanted me to get it off of him. And I tried to look for scissors, but the scissors were like bent and they wouldn't cut. And so then he was getting really upset with me because he wanted me to untangle him. And so I'm trying, and I went to this kitchen and I got this knife. So all of a sudden, for some reason, he didn't want to be inside of the house that we were at. And these were like some people that were just, that were Nick was staying with, and I was there, and they had left for work. So all of a sudden, we're like in front of this entrance to this apartment building, And so I take with the knife and I'm trying to cut off the string. And as I'm cutting off the string, I didn't know I was cutting his poor little heel, and it started to bleed. He didn't cry or anything like that, but boom, I finally got him loose. So he ran, and I ran after him. So like on the left-hand side, there was a swimming pool, and everybody was swimming, and I didn't really want him to go inside. I wanted him to go back to the house with me, but he was too fast, and he ran inside of the pool with the blood and everything. It's like, okay. As soon as I'm like kind of relaxing, this guy says to me, your son just ran out of the gate. So I'm like, Nick. And I go ahead and I run out of the gate, and I'm looking for Nick. I can't find Nick. So I'm like, try to go to the apartment that we were staying at. I couldn't remember where it was at. I was like, there was all these buildings. There was like all these people. So I'd find like people on the way. I'd be like, look, I lost my son. I need to find my son, Nick. He's only 9 years old. I need to find him. And I explained to him, we were at like the entrance. There's an entrance with flowers and stuff. And then as you entrance, there's a pool on the left-hand side. And there was like pools all over this complex. And I was like, and I need to find him. So I'd find some people, they'd help me find Nick, don't worry. If you believe in Jesus Christ, this and that, whatever, you're going to find your son. I'm like, I need to find him right now. And I was just so like, and so then those people would veer off and other people would help me. And then I went to like this place that was like singing musicians, and they had a mic. And I was like, yo, could you call my son over the microphone? I just, if you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, you wouldn't be asking us to do this. Where is your faith? And I was like, these people are crazy. I was like, I need to find my son, So I kept running, and wherever I was running to, there was like something going on. There was like a festival. There was like games. It was like a big festival in this apartment complex. And then I went to the lady. There was a lady, like a few ladies there, that helped the people and whatever. So I asked her if she could please, mention my son on the mic. And I was like, can you please just call the 911? Just please call 911. Oh, we can't call 911, this and that, whatever. I'll be out in 1 second. So I'm waiting for her. And all of a sudden comes this guy. I'm like, I need a police. He says, police? Did you say police? He was in regular clothes. He says, I'm a police. So for some reason, he puts me on his bike, and we're riding around. And I'm like, Nick, Nicholas, Nicky. I can't scream no more. I'm hoarse. We come to a pool, and I'm like, Nick. I couldn't talk no more. And I think like this is my son, but he was in red shorts, and my son wasn't wearing red shorts. He was like wearing yellow and whatever in the dream that I had, And I'm like, Nick. And the boy just looks at me kind of like confused, but like he looked like Nick so much. And I was like, are you Nick? And he would just like laugh at me. You know what I mean? Like he was making fun of me. But then at the same time, it was like, he looked like he was my son. And I was like, are you Nick? And then all of a sudden he turned his face, and he had like all these boils on his face. And I was like, you're not my son. So I ran back out, and I'm trying to look for the cop. Gone. And then I woke up. But I have had reoccurring dreams like this where I lose my son. I'm trying to find him. I can't find him. And then I wake up, and I'm like, oh, he's in heaven, thank God. But I'm just, you don't know what those dreams do to me. They just tear me apart. They are so real that I feel like I lost him all over again. So I was just wondering if anybody has lost a son, a child, any mother or father that has lost them and has had any reoccurring dreams like this, nightmares where you just constantly feel like you lost them, like you're there. You're like, I hadn't seen him in so long. We have been apart. Now we're back together. Now I can't find him. I'm still emotional because I just woke up, you know what I mean? But I'm just wondering out there if anybody has had any of these reoccurring dreams, nightmares, that has lost a loved one. Let me know, okay? Bye.